Dear children, welcome to my chemistry page. Today we will be discussing plus 1 chemistry, unit 1, some basic concepts of chemistry. Okay, so we'll be starting with atomic and molecular masses. So what is meant by atomic mass and what is meant by molecular mass? So under this heading, we will have four subheadings. Okay, first of all, we will be looking into atomic mass. What is meant by atomic mass and how do we calculate atomic mass? Okay, and what is the unit for writing atomic mass? Then, so here it comes the AMU, atomic mass unit, and it is been replaced by recently by unified mass U. Then what is meant by average atomic mass, and when are we supposed to calculate average atomic mass, and how are we calculating average atomic mass? And then comes molecular mass and then formula mass. Okay, so let us start with the atomic mass. Usually, as you know, in our periodic table, we have more than 100 elements present. So, all these elements contain atoms, and the mass of the atom we call it as atomic mass. So, to express atomic mass, what we usually do, we'll be considering carbon 12 as the standard. Okay, why did we choose carbon 12 as the standard? Because when we calculate the average atomic mass, carbon 12's atomic mass is coming as a whole number, not that much having decimal points. So carbon 12 is the one of the isotopes of carbon, and it is represented as carbon 12. And as you know, carbon will be having carbon 13 as an isotope and then carbon 14, etc. So among the three isotopes, we will be considered carbon 12 as the standard element, okay, to express the atomic mass of other elements. And now then it is assigned that a mass of exactly 12 carbon, okay, is considering as the atomic mass unit AMU. For example, okay, and consider this as the carbon 12 atom. Okay, this is carbon 12 atom, and this, if we cut it into equal parts, 12 equal parts, okay, because its mass is 12, we are cutting it into 12 equal parts, okay, and the mass of one portion, this mass of the small portion will be considering as one atomic mass unit. Okay, carbon 12 atom is cut into 12 equal divisions, and among these 12 equal divisions, one small unit is called one atomic mass unit. AMU means atomic mass unit. Okay, so how many divisions are here? There are 12 divisions. Okay, so all these 12 divisions we can consider as 12 atomic mass unit. Okay, so this atomic mass unit is considered as the standard atomic mass to express the atomic mass of other elements. Okay, so you have to understand what is meant by one atomic mass unit. Okay, so one atomic mass unit is defined as a mass exactly equal to 1 by 12th, 1/12 of the mass of one carbon 12 atom. So we have the carbon 12 atom, and we'll be taking 1 by 12th of the carbon 12 atom. So that one unit is called the one atomic mass unit. Okay, and its value is nearly 1.66056 into 10 to the power of minus 24 gram. Okay, so that is the value of one atomic mass unit. Fine. Now, how do we express the mass of hydrogen atom in terms of atomic mass unit? We know the mass of hydrogen atom as 1.6736 into 10 to the power of minus 24. Okay, so you have to consider this mass, okay, and then we divide this mass in with the one atomic mass unit, then you will get the atomic mass unit of hydrogen atom. Okay, so as I told before, the mass of an atom of hydrogen is 1.6736 into 10 to the power of minus 24. Okay, how do we express this in terms of AMU, atomic mass unit? Okay, so what we have to do, we need to take the mass of hydrogen atom, okay, that is 1.6736 into 10 raised to minus 24. Okay, that number you have to divide with the 1 AMU. This is one atomic mass unit that we told before, 1.66056 into 10 raised to minus 24. So when you divide the mass of the atom with one atomic mass unit, we will get the mass of hydrogen atom in terms of AMU. So that is coming as 1.0078 AMU. When we round it, we will get 1.0080, or you can write 1.008 AMU. So this is the mass of one hydrogen atom in terms of atomic mass unit. Okay. Recently, this atomic mass unit is replaced by U, which is known as unified mass. So when we write the atomic mass or molecular mass or formula mass, whatever it will be adding a U at the end, which is called the unified mass. So AMU, atomic mass unit, is replaced by unified mass. Okay, children. Now let us calculate what is meant by average atomic mass. So when are we calculating this average atomic mass? As you know, we have isotopes of several elements are present in the nature. For example, hydrogen has three isotopes: protium, deuterium, and tritium. Similarly, carbon has three isotopes: carbon 12, carbon 13, and carbon 14. See, carbon 12. Okay, how much percentage is present this carbon 12 in the earth? So it is 98.892 percentages in the atmosphere. Now its atomic mass is 12 AMU. Now what about C13, carbon 12 isotope? It is about 1.108 percentage. What is its AMU? That is 13.00335. And what about C14 isotope? It's about 2 into 10 to the power of minus 10. That is too small percentage. Okay. And its atomic mass unit is 14.00317. So carbon has three isotopes. So how do we consider carbon's atomic mass? So in this purpose, okay, we will be calculating the average mass of all these isotopes, and that average mass will be considering as carbon atom's atomic mass. Okay, so I'm just going to calculate the average atomic mass of carbon now. How do we calculate that? So for that purpose, we have to consider the relative abundance, okay, and then divided with 100, and then it's multiplied with atomic mass unit. So average atomic mass of carbon, I'm just going to calculate. Okay, that is calculating by taking the relative abundance of first carbon 12. How much it is? 98.892 divided by 100, because it is given in percentage, and you have to multiply with its atomic mass. How much is it? It is 12. Okay, this you have to add with the next carbon 13's relative abundance. How much is it? 1.108, which is divided by 100 because it's given in percentage, and you have to multiply this with its atomic mass. What is it? 13.00335. Okay, now take the next carbon 14. Its relative percentage is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 10 divided by 100 into its atomic mass. How much is it? 14.00317. Okay, so when you calculate this number, okay, when you solve this problem, okay, you will get carbon's mass as 12.011. U. What is U? U is the unified mass. How do we calculate the average atomic mass? Relative abundance. Okay, this one is for carbon 12. Carbon 12's relative abundance divided by 100 into its atomic mass, plus carbon 13. This is for carbon 13. Carbon 13 elements relative abundance divided by 100 into its atomic mass unit. Then comes carbon 14. Okay, so take its relative abundance by 100 into atomic mass unit. When you solve this problem, you will get 12.011 unified mass, U, as the average atomic mass. So this mass we are considering as the average atomic mass of carbon. You can calculate any element's atomic mass, average atomic mass, by taking its relative abundance and AMU. Okay. Now I'll be moving into the next topic, which is the molecular mass. We know, we studied in our lower classes how do we calculate the molecular mass. Okay, molecular mass is the sum of atomic masses of an element present in a molecule. For example, we have methane molecule. Okay, so which are the elements present in methane? Carbon is there, and we have 4 hydrogen. And if you add all the elements atomic masses together, we will get the molecular mass. So molecular mass is the sum of atomic masses of the elements present in a molecule. So CH4, okay, methane. So carbon's atomic mass is 12.011 U, just now we calculated. And the hydrogen atomic mass we already know, that is 1.008, which we have to multiply it with 4 because we have 4 hydrogens present in the molecule. So when you add these two together, we will get 16.043 as the unified mass of methane molecule. So methane molecular mass is 16.043. So what about water? How do we calculate the molecular mass of water? Okay, so water formula we know H2O. There are 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So we multiply the atomic mass of hydrogen with 2 because there are 2 hydrogen which we have to add with the atomic mass of oxygen. So 2 into 1.008 plus 16, you will get 18. So roughly we will be taking it as 8U as the molecular mass of water. So molecular mass is the sum of atomic masses of the elements present in the molecule. Okay, now we'll be moving to the last topic, which is called the formula mass. Okay, so what is the difference between molecular mass and formula mass? Formula mass usually we will be considering for the ionic compounds. What is meant by an ionic compound? Okay, I'll be taking our NaCl. I'm taking NaCl. So in NaCl molecule, Na plus and Cl minus ions are present. Okay, sodium existing as cation and Cl minus is an anion. Okay, so formula mass usually we will be calculating for the ionic compound. Okay, in ionic compounds there will be positive and negative ions. Cation and anions are present, which is held together by electrostatic force of attraction. We know it. Okay, so this NaCl, if you consider the three-dimensional structure, okay, three-dimensional view, look at the three-dimensional view. This purple color ions are Na plus ion. Okay, this is Na plus, and the green color ones are the bigger ions are Cl minus ions. And you know, each Cl minus ion is surrounded by 6 Na plus, and each Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus ion. Okay, so number of nearest neighbor for sodium is 6 Cl, and that for chlorine also surrounded by 6 Na plus ions. That number we call the coordination number, that we will be studying in grade 12. Okay, so in this molecule, you know, 6 Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus and vice versa. Okay, so in such cases the for this molecular formula mass will be very difficult. In such we use the formula mass. Okay, so formula mass of sodium chloride is calculating by taking the atomic mass of sodium. Okay, that is 23U, and then you have to add with the atomic mass of chlorine, that is 35.5U. So together it will be coming as 58.5U. Okay, when you look at the structure, you can see Na plus. This is Na plus. Okay, Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus. Okay, similarly, Cl minus is surrounded by Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus, and the Cl minus is surrounded by 6 Na plus. Okay, so this is called a code. This 6 is called the coordination number, number of nearest neighbors. So this formula mass is usually calculated for ionic compounds, mass of the ionic compounds. You know, because in ionic compounds, you know, the ions are present. Each ion will be surrounded by different number of anions. I mean, each cation is surrounded by different number of anions, and each anion is surrounded by different number of cations in different ionic compounds. So in such cases, we will be using the formula mass. Okay, so formula mass is easy to calculate. Here it is calculated by taking the atomic mass of sodium with the atomic mass of chlorine. When you add both this, you will get the formula mass. Okay. Thank you, children. In the next class, we will be seeing the different laws given in the first lesson. Okay, that is law of definite proportion and law of multiple proportion. Thank you, children. Bye bye. See you.